about
the
that.
notification in a minute.
I haven't even started playing Call of Duty. I was tempted to do it the other day.
I've heard it's cool.
Ooh,
I heard
I
there's
did
some
a
good missions in single player.
get this strike through turned off. PUBG Xbox. I'm going to talk on the show for sure. Should we talk about Strep Adventures?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Why
Drop
not?
Ventures.
It's more just a story than anything else. This is why
Is
we
that
need
what the
Medicare
kids
for
were
all.
sick with the other night? Or do you have
Yep.
strep? Or both?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't yet. Two of the kids have it. One just found out in her regular annual checkup, and the other one was out of school that day because she wasn't feeling well. We just had her checked at the same time. Like, yeah, you should probably go get a culture. We'll get into it. I don't want to go through the story
Culture
twice.
is good for children. That really didn't deserve that much of a laugh.
No, but I had stuff in my mouth, so that made it even better because I was trying to hold it in.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
You know, on months we don't do a ramen the month, we should have a.
Oh, you mean wait? Sorry, TJ. You mean every month?
I mean, every month, yes.
Ew!
Well,
You
it's
We should
there
have
in
a
spirit.
Patreon. We should have a Patreon get together or a Rabbit get together.
Hey, Patreon's not broken anymore.
No, it's not. That's in the news.
Oh, nice. I see the Control Z.
Yeah, that's all Matt's doing.
All right, let me just get a. All right, let me listen to the YouTube. Let's check levels. All right. This is me talking at a normal volume. Matt, can you go?
Hey, this is me talking at a normal volume. Turning on the
TJ.
starting soon.
Fuck
font.
this noise, but that's me. That's
All right.
that's where I'm at. So turn me down, please.
Thank you, Silencio, everyone. I will listen. No, you're good, I think. I'm way too quiet because my microphone was set to 70% for some reason. All right, let's listen in like this now, and then Matt go, and then TJ go.
Hey, I'm talking. This is Matt. Walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I'm totally here and listening, like I know what I'm doing.
All right, I think that sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna bump me up one more skosh. I'm at 85% of level. Oh no, yeah, we'll go to 86%,
All right, I'm gonna pull up Discord.
and then I'm gonna listen just to see how I sound now. And then Matt, can you talk? And TJ, can you talk? And then whatever.
Okay.
Hey, I'm talking. I'm looking up Billy Bass gifts because it's an important thing to do right now.
Our Twitch says that we're starting soon, but it still shows the picture of us talking. So I'm totally on screen.
Yeah, I've just been doing that. So don't do any controversial hand gestures.
Okay, I think we sound good. Well, I don't have control over the audio though, Matt. If you wanna
Oh,
scooch me on that.
Well,
and you want to
fuck
make sure everyone's
you.
on studio that can be.
you know what, John? I'm sick of your power grabs.
Well, that's fine. If you want to do the volume stuff, you can.
No.
I'm leaving that up to you.
I'm on studio. Are you on studio? Is everybody on studio?
Me on studio.
Watch and learn. Here's the deal.
Slip and slide on this banana peel.
Ha, 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 ha. Okay, I'm ready to start. We should go.
Welcome to
'cause-
Born in the 80s.
late.
I'm Matt Haig, your host.
Yep, Matt's
Joined by
taking the
my
hosting
co-host.
duties over. Matt Hag. I do music on the internet.
Adam Ham.
Yeah, I used to.
How's that Patreon going, Matt?
Uh,
I haven't had to pay you in a while.
yeah, I haven't released anything new in a while.
But that's by song.
Yeah,
I need to throw something in.
yeah, you
I
should.
never have to pay.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
look
should
like
throw
a
like
gr-
$100 per song in there, cause like I'll never ever release a song. Wink.
Yeah, but aren't you like 60% done with something? You've been working on it
Yeah.
for a while. Since I
Yeah,
visited.
I got side. I just keep getting distracted and working on other stuff.
Can we start?
I thought this was a
Did we
show.
already?
Welcome to Born in the 80s.
Welcome
I'm
to
your host,
Born
John
in the
James
80s.
Giroux.
I'm your co-host Matt Haig.
Oh
And
man! All right,
I'm
fine. That
another
was the start.
Co-host, TJ.
The original start was a start because Matt, you're just gonna shit all over me like this.
No, go
You're
ahead.
just gonna fucking
Go
drop
ahead.
trowel.
No, go ahead. No, just go ahead. Go
What
ahead.
are you,
It'll be a
fucking
Christmas miracle.
Ajit Pie over here? Shitting all over the
Hey.
free internet.
That's
Oh.
topical.
Ayo.
Hey.
Listen what I say. Oh.
Hey.
right, So, what were you saying? Sorry, Matt. About your life?
I was
You're
saying-
60% done with the poop.
Oh, well,
Should've got
I've
off the
got
pot,
a couple of
brah.
songs I've been working on, but I
Oh
keep
fuck! I
getting
forgot to
distracted.
tweet salad.
And
Yeah,
then
you did.
So we haven't started yet, right? Because
No, we have.
No, we have.
This is a
This
We
mess.
is the show.
definitely have started.
This is okay.
This is totally the show.
This is the
All
show.
right.
So
All right.
I'm just gonna do that hashtag salad while Matt vamps because
So
Matt's
I'm
the
gonna
host
vamp.
now.
I'm gonna talk about what
You chose to be the
uh,
host, so
I'm gonna. Hey,
this
I
is what
played
you
a
do.
game called HQ Trivia that everybody probably knows about.
I
now.
can't play it.
Did we talk
I've
about
only
this
played
last
one
week? I don't
episode.
remember.
We did
Yeah,
not.
we kind of did. But get
A
into
little
it.
Black Mirror man shows up in my phone and hosts a live game show twice a day, and it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Great. What? Can you explain what the game is at all, or like?
It's a 12 question
Any-
trivia. Okay, so you start out, and there's like over 300,000 people at the beginning, and there's 12 questions, and you keep answering them until you get one wrong. Once you get one wrong, you're out. So eventually it gets narrowed down to like somewhere between 10 and like 100 people, and then you split the prize pool between however many people get all 12 questions right. Lately it's been about $1,500, so people will usually end up with like $10 to $15 if there's a lot of winners. The highest I ever saw was like an $8,000 game where
Okay.
the winners all got $200 each because not many people made it to the end. But I have not
yeah.
won any money, and I have
Yeah, so, like, the
absolutely no
idea is you can
idea
win
how
money.
this. Yeah, I have no idea where their funding comes from though. It doesn't make any sense. I think they're existing like on venture capital right now, and eventually they'll try and monetize it, and that'll probably ruin the whole thing, and then nobody will play it anymore. But for now, it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
remove the starting soon graphic. So TJ, how's your life? How are your children's
my-
throats?
They're dead. Not the children. Their throats. So the timing of this couldn't have been ever more perfect. because I just finished not watching, but listening to an episode of the Adam Ruins Everything podcast about um the overprescribing and overuse of antibiotics and how it
Oh
could
yeah,
ruin the medical industry and modern medicine as we know it.
yeah. We're already on our way.
We are. It's going to happen unless we can find a new antibiotic. I think it's really more of a discovery thing than it is about an invention thing, but regardless.
Yeah.
So, I was just bringing one of my daughters into her yearly annual checkup because apparently it was her birthday or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's her birthday present?
Yeah.
You get to go to the doctor.
I get to go to the doctor.
Happy birthday! Here's some needles.
Do I get shots? And then one of my other girls was sick, and I know she was complaining about a sore throat, but I'm like, can't be that much. I've been having dry throat lately. It's the time of year. So I bring them in, and they get checked, and like, doctor's mostly like, well, they've got all the signs of strep, but a lot of their other things, like not loss of appetite and the fact that they've got a base cough, means that they might not have strep, but go get a culture anyway. So like, cool. They don't do the cultures in they don't do the rapid strep or the culture in office, so I'd have to basically go to the nearest wherever that does it. So I got a list of 2 hospitals that did it, and we went to the one. Okay, this one does it. We start getting registered, and our insurance is not covered under this. Like, it's okay. You go to the place next door.
All right.
So we went to the lab
Welcome
next
to
door.
America.
Don't you love medicine?
We went to the lab next door. Now, they can do regular lab work. They can't do the swabs.
Oh.
They're not trained to actually do the throat swabs.
Great. So
Okay,
you
what
can't do
you
it
need
anywhere.
to do is go next door to the swab factory, get your swab there, and now you can't bring it over here. You'll have to hire a medical transporter to bring it over here. But they'll bring it here, and
Exactly.
then we'll take a look at that.
So instead, we went to the other hospital, which I called ahead of time, make sure that they did the stuff there, and I tried to make sure they took their insurance. Cool. We drive down there for another 20-minute drive. We get down there. We start getting ready. We're like, oh, you need a I know you got your orders from the doctor, but you need a referral.
Hmm.
So then we take another 15-minute trek back to the doctor, back to where we started, like saying, hey, it looks like we need a referral. Find out it might take up to 24 hours for the insurance to approve this. Like, great. We hadn't had lunch and it's getting really late, so we went to lunch. Apparently, while I was driving away from that hospital, they tried entering the stuff and putting it all through. And it's like, oh, insurance is just approving it, even though that it claims that you need a referral to do it. So they didn't call my phone number, the one I gave them when we registered. They called the phone number on file with these kids,
Uh-huh.
which is my wife, who was currently volunteering at the school and didn't have access to get to her phone. So I find out probably a half an hour later that, no, come back, we can do it.
Yeah.
Between initially going to the doctor and then finally getting the lab work, the swabbing out, was 5 hours.
Well, that sounds like a fun
about-
birthday.
Yeah, well, it wasn't on the birthday, but it was a great birthday
Yeah.
present.
I
then-
love that. Just horrible insurance garbage is
Yeah,
what
it's-
our lives are now.
Just
Exactly. It's only gonna get
bureaucracy on
worse.
top of bureaucracy.
We had I had picked up my CPAP machine, and I was looking at the notes that they had, and they said called patient's insurance, was on hold for 34 minutes, hung up, tried again later, was able to, like, I was like, Jesus Christ. One of the
Yeah.
people at the hospital had to fucking deal with my insurance. Like, great. I'm glad that wasn't me. That's what I said. I was like, thanks a lot for taking care of that, because that didn't sound very fun.
Exactly. And then at the end of all of it, I'm trying to tell my kids, yeah, so the quick strep, the rapid strep takes about 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like really rapid. Like,
And if it's positive, you've got strep. like with a very, very precise chance of you having strep.
Yes.
If it's negative, well, there's a 1 in 5 chance that if you had strep, it would come up negative. So they got to do the full culture, and that will take a couple days to find out if you're truly strep free.
Yeah.
So there's definitely going to be no truly you don't have strep today. But we found out they did. So quick strep was positive for both. And
well, that's good. I mean, not good, but good to know.
Yep. So the lab at the hospital called the doctor like they're supposed to, and the doctor, before calling us, said that they've already submitted, or they're already ready to submit the prescription directly to the pharmacy. Which pharmacy do we go to? And then 30 minutes later, we had antibiotics, and or getting through that. We're going 10 days, 3 times a day with the powder that they mixed together with the stuff.
I can't
So what you should
think of
do
the
is
last
you
time
should
I've taken
quit
antibiotics.
after you take about half of your doses of antibiotics and you feel better.
Yeah.
Because it's probably completely gone then.
Yeah, definitely don't use all of them as your doctor directs.
Well, first of all, the liquid, because they have to give us full things of it, there will be some left over, but as long as we take all the doses required, we'll be all good.
They just give you like a fucking canteen. Glug this shit.
2 little things.
Mmm.
Glug, 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 glug.
Sounds tasty. So let's talk about shitty stuff. Matt,
You're gonna have
do you
to be
have
more specific.
Do you have an audio sting for my weekly segment?
What was your weekly
bowels.
segment? Oh.
We're heading down to a shitty place.
Oh yeah.
We're going into the deep down, or what's it called? This the sunken place.
the upside down.
Welcome, one and all, to the bowels of Reddit. Today, we're back in r/seduction, everyone's
nice.
favorite pickup artist, Reddit. I would like to mention that this Reddit post is the one called Shit Tests, and it's on the right-hand side, and it actually links to an archive.org, because I imagine the original version was destroyed at some point because of it being
The
bad.
Great Reddit Fire.
Yes. So, common shit tests and how to diffuse them. Do you know what in the parlance of our pickup artist times is a shit test?
I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I want to guess.
Because there's 2 ways I could go on this. I'm gonna guess. Is it like a geek check, like a test you do to be like, if you're into this correct thing, and you have these correct opinions about pop culture or whatever,
Yeah.
then you're worthy of me.
Okay. TJ?
See, I have a feeling. Which Reddit is this again? This is I keep thinking red pill, but no, it's a seduction, right?
Seduction.
Yes,
Seduction.
it's very similar.
It's very similar. Is it?
There's a red pill article about everything you need to know about shit tests.
Okay, so I would imagine, it's basically a little prime. I gotta think of being an. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Think of
put
being
your
an
mind
asshole
in
for
a really
second.
douchey place.
Yes. So putting my mind in a douchey
All right.
place.
So get some
It's-
Four
it-
Loko,
it
get
is
a
a-
tan. What did Chads do?
So it's a test, to see if your potential temporary mate, if they're too high of an intelligence, it's basically saying, nope, done. I don't want to bother.
I'm loving the lingo you got here, TJ. I'm gonna say that neither of you are correct, but Matt is closer.
Okay.
So a shit test, and this I love that the Reddit/r seduction post saying common shit test and how to diffuse you doesn't explain what a shit test is. Anywhere
yeah.
in this, you just should
This
know
is
what that
like-
lingo means.
You
Yeah.
just
So I
have to
went to-
know all the jargon.
Yeah, so I went to the red pill a subreddit.
Great. Yep.
And there's a link to an article called illimitablemen.com, the shit test encyclopedia. So, introduction. Many in the manosphere seem to think that shit testing is a social device unique to women, whereby a form of social test is employed to determine the social fitness of a male in order to discern if he is a viable sexual option or not. I think you're both basically right. But what I've also read on Urban Dictionary is a shit test is something that you do to judge the reaction or response from them. So let's go through some common shit tests and the responses that you're supposed to have. Okay, here's a real simple common shit test.
Okay, let's roleplay this. You perform a shit test on us.
I'm mad at you. Matt, what do you say?
Cool.
Okay. TJ?
All right.
I'm mad at you.
Am I trying to channel my inner douche at this point, or am I trying to be me?
I want you to be you.
Okay.
I know Matt was not being him.
In this scenario, John, are you the pickup seducer or the target?
No, I'm the pickup. I'm the target. I'm mad at you. She says.
So you want me
Matt,
to be
you said cool.
Yeah, I was like, because like nobody's just said I'm mad at me like that out of nowhere.
Okay.
I would just be confused.
TJ?
See, I'm gonna say this, and I know this is what I would say, but
Let me
I know
get the. Excuse me, I gotta get the beta cuck alarm out here.
Yes, it's gonna cause more of a problem.
Okay.
Why are you mad at me? I'll go ahead and feed today.
No, that is not under the beta responses. So beta responses to the I'm mad at you would be
I'm
why?
sorry.
Well, why is the very first one.
Yep.
What did I do? Well, it's actually why, what did I do as one response. So you just asked why, not what did I do. You're not immediately blaming yourself. Or, hey, how can I make it up to you? What can I do to make it better? Basically, being a nice person. Alpha responses. Good. Sweet. I like you better, mad. That's too bad. Frowning causes wrinkles. Ooh, say something angry.
Are we just negging at this point?
Yeah. Well, the one is,
Well,
but
these people like don't seem to know a difference between like jokey, flirty I'm mad at you and I'm mad
and
at
that's
you,
exactly
mad at you.
What
like,
this guy says is that it's mostly this is thrown at you in a playful way. So a playful response is what you want. Like you want to. I mean, which is a good advice. You gotta play tit for tat here. They're being playful. You got.
It's also playful. Context too.
Exactly.
You have to know how to read. You have to know how to read.
Yeah.
Be a human that's aware of social cues and other humans.
This is the best. I love this fucking. I got a text phone game guide as well. We can get to that sometime. But today we're doing the shit test. All right. How many girls have you been with?
Okay.
Matt, how many girls have you been with?
So am I supposed to choose the correct answer? Because like if I'm being a douche, or if I'm trying to be alpha, it would be something like, oh, I don't keep track or something.
Okay.
I've got
TJ?
I've got one that's perfect because it's between me and douche. None of them were girls; they were all women.
Ooh, that's a good joke. That could work. So here we go. Here's the advice. Again, a pretty common one. This one's deceptively innocent but can have dire consequences if you answer with a typical beta response. On the same token, answering this one with a more alpha response is always a home run. Beta responses. Oh, just a few, maybe 3 or 4, or something similar. Alpha responses. In the last couple of hours, I'd say 3 or 4. Or, I've never even touched a boob before. Or, I didn't know I was supposed to be keeping count, which is basically what Matt said. So I like the play acting that you've never like even seen a naked woman before as a joke. That'd be probably my go.
Yeah,
be like,
it's all about delivery at that point, though.
Exactly. That's the problem with all of this pickup artist nonsense, is that like they're trying to give people advice on what to say when the people that are so bad at this they need to go to a Reddit to learn about this probably aren't going to be helped by the coaching that you would get via this, because you kind of really need to be able to read context situations.
Yeah, if you think about this in terms of like all of these specific categories and rules, you're just doing yourself a disservice, because you're going to be completely in your head and fucking shit up because you're overthinking everything.
I would like to mention the Wayback Machine has this from 2011 when Reddit/Seduction had 32,000 readers, and now it has 290,000 readers. So it's the world we live in.
Well, people had to go somewhere after the... Wait, no, the Donald is still there, isn't it?
The Donald is still there.
Donald's still there.
Yeah. That's like they're allowed to do whatever they want there, but it's not allowed to go to anywhere else on Reddit.
Yeah. When like you have an infection in a small part of like your skin and it forms like a hard-walled cyst around it, it's just like, let's just keep them all in there. We'll just not risk popping this. It might spread to other places.
All right, here we go. We got a couple good ones here.
I'll wait till later, but it was a cyst joke.
Okay. Wait, I want to hear the cyst joke.
It wasn't really a joke.
People could use this on their women.
Yeah.
Have I talked about my pilot idol cyst on the podcast?
No.
I haven't talked about my pilot idol cyst?
See, this is information that we should have had years ago.
Back when I joined?
I might have to kick you off now. You're broken?
No, I
you
got
have
it.
a pre-existing condition. We can't let you on the podcast.
No, I got it dug out after my first semester of college, but it's the reason I've always called myself two-butt, or having two assholes. Pilonidal cyst is right where the tailbone meets the butt crack.
Yeah.
And they had to take out about a handful of flesh, pus, and blood.
Oh,
that's gross. That was really fashionable in old-timey France. So.
Oh yeah.
You were just in the wrong time. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I thought that
one
was
of the King Louis
though.
got an anal fistula, and then it became like a huge fad for everyone to pretend they had anal fistulas.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
Because people are stupid and they want to do whatever the royalty does.
Different.
How is that
time.
different than now?
It's not. People are still stupid. John, I need to know more about how to seduce. Teach me how to seduce.
You need to learn more about these shit tests, man. They're gonna fuck you up if you don't know the right answers. All right, so we got a couple ones that are here that are dumb, and I'm just gonna go over quickly. You look like a player, or are you a player? No one's ever gonna ask you that, because no one uses that terminology. It's not 2011.
No, it's not.
The alpha response to that is, ooh, what a nice compliment. Or, you mean like basketball, baseball, football? What are you asking about?
Okay, so alpha response is like, make a joke. Be a normal conversation person.
Yeah.
Depends on the game.
All right, here we go. I have a boyfriend.
He ain't here now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the joke one. I'm gonna say it's something like "Me too."
Okay. Hashtag me too. All right.
No.
So, Matt, you said it. So
the problem with that is I think that would be more of a beta response, because then you're gonna have to play off his game for the rest of the night.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with that, but if you're not, it depends on how you say it. It's delivery.
We got some good ones here, because the guy fucking jizzed all over himself giving responses to this one. Everyone's heard this one at some point. Most guys just eject and bail here, but it's always worth giving it another shot. Throwing out an alpha response here definitely takes some balls, but is generally worth the risk. Beta response is, oh, I'm sorry, followed by eject. I love the terminology here that totally dehumanizes the process. Alpha responses, oh, that's perfect. He can bake us cookies while we go out on adventures. Is so fucking weak. Like, what is that? Anyway, and another one's, that's nice. Well done. Okay, here's some actual good ones. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not really the jealous type. Or, yeah, so does my girlfriend. Heyo.
Hey.
Oh, so do I. Bet mine's cuter. And then you show them a picture of your dog or cat on your phone. Your parents must be so proud. I like this one's just getting shitty. Oh man, I'm so embarrassed. I thought you were a lesbian. What? No one's gonna say that. Like, you're gonna get slapped in the face.
No.
Are you allowed to talk to other men without his permission? Or I don't care, which I love. Because, okay, if she says, I have a boyfriend, and you say, I don't care, is the dumbest thing, is because clearly she cares because she pointed that out to you. So, it's like, okay, well, goodbye. Like, anyway. We've only known each other for 5 minutes and you're already telling me about your problems? Yeah, some of these are not very brilliant. The joke ones are good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. These are your best! Okay.
I feel
we're
like
not
we're
gonna
really
have
helping
sex.
some people tonight.
We're not gonna have sex. And the beta response is of, oh, I didn't think we were or anything. And the alpha response is, whoa, who said anything about sex? You need to get your head out of the gutter. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay.
I have
here's a
said
good
that
one.
before.
But that's fine, though, because that's not like an alpha response. It's more of like a funny, like, playful response. Like, what? Some of these are real bad,
Sometimes I
though.
wonder
Like
if I'm a
these.
Chad.
Like
Just 'cause
these.
I'm not like terrible.
Well, there you go. You know what it is, Matt? Is that there is no such thing as Chads.
Yeah.
You can't boil down being able to date women and have successful relationships to one thing. You know, you can do lots of things and be fine. Anyway, here's one. Do you think I'm fat? Matt, do you think I'm fat?
Here, I got you these flowers.
Ooh.
super beta.
Super beta. That's what the beta would do. It's always disagree heavily. And
Nobody is gonna ask that unless if you're like already in a relationship.
Exactly, but that's a shit test. That's like, well, they say some shit, I'm out. Like,
Wait,
all right,
so
here we
am
go.
I
Alpha
still
response.
supposed to be
Hang on, I
watching
didn't
out
get
for
one.
shit tests when you're
All right,
properly dating?
let's see if TJ can fish out the alpha response here.
All right. The only thing I can think of is, if anything, you could use to, if anything, you could use to. That's not. I can't talk. If anything, you could probably gain a few pounds. Let's go to Chili's.
Okay, so you're being fun, but that's not what the alpha response is here. Now, note, be sure to be smiling and be smartass when giving these responses. It's all in the face and tone here. Oh dear, you're filling up the entire room almost. You're just huge. You know, I can barely stand to look at your face sometimes. I want you to say, you know, I can barely stand to look at your face sometimes in a smart ass way and not fail a shit test. Because that is never going to work. TJ
I can barely
is fun.
stand to look at you.
TJ's is the correct one, is to make a joke about it, you know, like in a fun way. Anyway, what do you do for a living?
It's got to be a joke answer, right? Like male stripper or something.
Okay.
Now,
But
I think
that's
the
also
joke
a real
answer.
job that people have.
Yeah, come
I
on. Magical Mike is furious that you're making fun of his profession. The world's second oldest profession.
I think the best joke answer is to not actually say a profession. What do you do for a living? Well, I live each day out to the fullest, and that's why I'm here.
Oh, nice.
Deep.
All right, so beta response, clearly talking a boring and crappy story about your job. All right? So this is warning. This isn't always a shit test, but the woman is definitely trying to qualify you here.
Or they're
I'm sure
like
his
just
term-
being a person.
Yeah. Anyway, alpha response. This is the ultimate alpha response to everything. Guess. What do you think? Ask a question back. That's always the ultimate.
Oh, that's the whole answer every question with a question.
Yeah. I clone humans. This is a good one, though. This is an actual good pickup line, by the way. What do you do for a living? Me. I pick up chicks in bars and swindle them out of their inheritance. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
It's a good joke.
You could live with that one. You
Solid
gotta be
good.
fun. You gotta tell a joke. No, what you do is you say, I pick up chicks in bars and swindle them out of their inheritance. Say it like that.
I
That's the best
purify
way.
the unclean ones.
I clone humans.
I am the angel of death.
Okay. That one's boring. This one's really dumb.
I'd bring people to my house and pour battery acid in their
I
brains.
think you're too young.
Easy
Who is
there,
writing
Gene.
this? Who is writing this? I think you're too young. No one has ever
No,
said
it's
that.
Dahmer. I got my serial killer screwed up. I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay.
I got my Wisconsin serial killers messed up.
There's enough of them.
Okay. Can you buy me a drink?
No.
Can you buy me a drink?
No.
Or buy me a drink?
Ugh.
See, this is like...
Oop.
This is... Just don't try to pick up people in bars. It's just a bad
Buy
place
me a
for it.
drink.
No.
What are you doing?
No.
What?
No.
So
TJ's on the
the beta
phone.
response, of course.
Let's try to seduce TJ when he gets back.
Oh, sure, no problem. The alpha response, I think you have me confused with every other guy you've met, or just simply no. This is a dumb mind game that he's trying to play. A countless amount of guys are willing to do this small shit for women. But the truth is, it makes you seem like you'll wait on her hand and foot. And so that's when she'll begin to treat you like as her butler. That's somewhat true, but also not true. Because I think a lot of women also be like, oh, that was a nice thing to do. But what you should do is talk to the woman and notice that she needs a drink and offer it rather than ask her. She's like hanging out with you for a while and you're like, I don't know, guess. Maybe I don't do that. Oh, I clone humans. And then she's like, fucking buy me a drink already. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're just not saying anything because you're fucking trying to pick up artist her. Anyway. Here's a good one. Does this make me look fat?
That's just not a thing that actually happens. This is somebody who's learned how people are by watching television.
The beta response. Oh, of course not. Alpha response. Take your clothes off and let me see first. Yeah. These don't work. So actually what I've learned is that being a pickup artist is rather than read all of these pickup artist like advices, not as like jokey guy, but as serial killer guy, and they sound exactly like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like here's the, let's go back to some of these. I'm mad at you. Alpha responses. Good. I like you better mad.
Easy
Ooh,
there,
say
Ed Kemper.
something angry. How many girls have you been with? I didn't know I was supposed to be keeping count. I've got 5 or 6 back in my fridge. Yeah. So that's pickup artists, probably serial killers. So that shit test
Tomato,
for you.
tomato.
So yeah, this red pill thing goes into shit tests, explanations, a lot of deleted users and posts on here. So it's the red pill forums for you. It gives an explanation as well, but it is somewhat true because it's something that I think a lot of people do in casual conversation. Like a shit test is like literally you throwing something out there when you're in like a conversation with a bunch of people, being like, "Man, I really hate that sports team," and you're just like seeing, okay, are they gonna like not be into talking about this, or they are? And if they're like, why? They're like, I watch football, but only the correct football, soccer, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go talk to someone else now. Yeah. So anyway.
TJ's still
That's
gone.
She's just gone, man.
TJ's gone.
Remember when? Do you
Remember when
I
TJ
mean,
was here?
I just have my Twitter up here, and I just want to mention this. Do you remember? Because this year has been so full of stuff. I think this might have been last year, but so the net neutrality has been struck down, which is interesting in a lot of ways, Matthew. Because although a lot of people are saying it's the end of the world,
It's not.
and I think also that the net neutrality has only existed for 2 years, and the world wasn't shit before that. So
Well, they're
think,
also rolling back stuff that's existed since the beginning of the internet. But what we have
Yes.
to remember is that this isn't permanent.
well,
eventually-
and also you have to remember that what happened to Uber when they did some shitty things, like Lyft had a 60% growth in user base. I mean, like
Mhm.
there will be lines that I think aren't going to be crossed
Yeah.
unless there's some sort of collusion happening. And it's probably going to
Especially-
take so long that we'll get someone in to say, no, actually, let's make real rules for the internet and not do what probably
Yeah.
doesn't work, were the original net neutrality rules, which treated the internet like power lines. Not, like we need to come up with
Yeah,
something
it's
that
its
is
own
perfect.
thing. It has to be its own thing.
Yeah, we
and
need to
it
come
has
up with its own
be
thing.
actual laws, and not just like
Yes.
based on the whims of whoever's in the FCC.
Yes, exactly. This needs to be, and hopefully that's something where Congress will step in. But this reminded me of, here we go, Ted Cruz being on his Twitter game. Also, I want to say this to those out
Ted
of here on
Cruz
Twitter, like
loves soft incest porn.
that's actually what I'm gonna talk about. So, like leftist Twitter, whatever. If you're a Twitter guy having fun, like being a zany person on the internet, I love that like these like politicians now are getting like people to draft tweets from now and being all like fancy and trying to be a hip to the new like hello fellow kids all over the internet. So here's Ted Cruz. Snowflake, believing online propaganda. OMG, without net neutrality, the internet is gone. Informed observer. The FCC issued that rule in 2015. The internet grew quite wonderfully free from government regulation, and this restores the status quo. Snowflake, never mind. And then,
That's a pretty
of course,
dank
the response, I know, right? Fucking A. The ratio, not so great on this one. A lot more comments than retweets. Here we go. The response from, I don't even know how to pronounce that Irish name. What's the name where it's E-O-I-N? Oin? Yoin? Yoin, whatever. He says, Ted, let me put this issue as succinctly as possible. And he has a screen cap from the porn tweet that Ted Cruz retweeted last year, starring the actress that looks very much like his wife, with the magical circle wheel of loading on it. So, hey Ted, without net neutrality, your Twitter porn might get a little bit slower. God, I fucking forgot about that. With all the shit that's happened, I forgot that he like totally tweeted out porn. Like, there's no way that's a hack.
It's
Like, that
so
was just-
funny. Well, I don't think it was a hack. I think it was somebody on some disgruntled employee or something.
It could have been him though, man.
It could have been him. But
And
the
fucking
funny
Trump's
thing
got
is,
his
like,
own phone.
in a pre-Trump era, that would have been like a career ender or like something that would have taken a shitload of damage control, and now it's just like Wednesday.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I honestly don't think it's gonna. The impact isn't going to be major because what's going to happen is, like, all these companies that are opposed to net neutrality are your Facebooks, your Googles, your Netflix, all these, because these are the companies that the ISPs are going to be like, all right, well, pay us more. If you want to have 4K streaming, you're going to have to pay us more, or we're going to slow it down.
And that's the thing; it's going to be on the provider's side that most of the shit.
But that's not going to be the problem because Netflix is going to be fine. They're just gonna be like, all right, fine. Like, we'll pay it. We have the money. We'll pay it. Like, everyone else is gonna have to pay it. What's gonna suck is the small companies, the newly created web companies are gonna be like, well, we're fucked because we can't afford to pay for the fast lane on the internet, so no one's gonna use our service. It's literally like creating monopolies and reducing the amount of innovation that can happen. That's the real problem. Is it's gonna have a barrier for entry, you know, for everything now, and it's just fucked up. Bullshit. No one thinks it's a good idea. The majority of Republican senator was they put a bill out for like a petition or something for like the congressmen to sign, and like 123 out of like the 230 whatever Republican senators did not sign it. Like, it is not a universal liked thing, so I have a feeling that could easily be something that would be overturned because if there's one thing that, I mean, like, think about it this way: if you're okay, so you're the GOP, you're in power now. This seems fine because it's a win for big businesses. You got the telecom companies; they're huge donors. They're lobbyists. They're telling you that this is going to be better for the economy. You know, they're letting you know all this stuff. That's fine. And you know what? Maybe if we could make BuzzFeed run a little bit slower, then there wouldn't be so many funny memes making fun of Ajit Pai's terrible meme video that he made. You know what I mean? And like, okay, but you got to turn this around. What if you go out of power? You know what I mean? Like, it's It's the same thing with the redistricting and the what's it called?
Yeah.
Gerrymandering.
Yeah.
It's like, what if you're not in power then? It should just be equal. Like, that's America. Like, it should just be equal opportunity.
Well, see, that's the thing that has kept...
It's so short-sighted because they're about to lose the majority. And they're going to make it easy. It's the nuclear option in the Senate, which they didn't do, at least for the Supreme Court nominees. But, you know, fuck's sake. Like...
Yeah, but for confirming cabinet members now, right, you just need a simple majority. Is that the one
that's fine, because cabinet members don't really make a fucking difference. I mean, people can...
There's a couple.
Can shout about how cabinet members are this and that. But honestly, cabinet members are just doing what the president tells them to do 90% of the time. So they're just fucking garbage people, usually. Yeah, the senator or the Supreme Court justices and the federal court justices are the big deal. And those are still kind of... Anyway... who knows? Also, it turns out John McCain might not be able to vote on the tax bill, and also that leaves him with one person that they can defect in the Senate. So we'll see what happens. Because I think, Anyway, it's kind of interesting when you think about it.
How about that own in all three branches of the government? How's that working out? No?
It's really working out. Yeah. Very much working out. Mm-hmm.
But we're not a politics show.
No, we're not. I got to commend Alabama for doing the bare minimum, and that is not electing an accused child molester.
When the allegations first started coming out, I texted John. I was like, "What do you think? Alabama's more likely to elect a child molester or a Democrat?" Turns out, very slightly more likely to elect a Democrat.
You know what the best part about it is? It's so selfish as well, because humans are the worst fucking animals in the world. Is like literally the reason that was coming out with people that said that they normally would vote Republican but they didn't vote Republican were, I don't want Alabama to look bad. I don't want myself to look bad. because
Yeah.
we elected this guy. Like if everyone was for this guy, and everyone was, even though he was a horrible bigot even before the whole deal, like
Yeah.
before the allegations
like,
came out. Yeah,
really bad at riding a horse.
that was a step too far, which
He
is
went
great.
on, if I remember correctly, he also went on record saying that all the amendments after the 10th should just be eliminated.
Yeah,
because
which
they're
is
not
you know,
useful.
like the ones that
abolition
let
of
women
slavery,
and black
so-
people vote, and like the one that allows for democratically elected congressmen. That's after
income
that.
tax. There's president and vice president on the same ticket. There's 2 terms for the president.
Yeah. He's just a dumbass. I don't think he knew what any of those. I don't think he was like
I think he only cares about the 10th
specifically
Amendment.
being a douche about it. Like, I think he just didn't know what. I don't think he knows what any of the amendments do. And I hope
Do you want us-
that he's not able to fade into obscurity. I hope that even though he's lost his race, he still gets pursued by legal action and eventually gets what's coming to him.
Yeah, I mean, if those allegations prove true, and they seem, from what we've seen, very credible at this point, like,
Mhm.
I hope he goes away, and gets shut up. Let's see here. Can we talk about the other segment of the week that Matt wanted me to start? Because I got one already. You said this on the chat, on the line chat. I know you don't have one,
Let
but
me
if you could
think
get a
of
duck quacking noise eventually.
yeah.
Oh, wait. If you stall for like,
No, it's fine. I'll stall.
No, I can vamp.
stall.
All right,
So
TJ
wh-
Vamp.
wh- while you're looking for it, I bought a game.
Wait, let me see. Sorry, I have my screen up. I need to get 2 monitors. I'm going to use the fund to buy a monitor.
This was on sale last week for $20.
Wheel of Fortune Jeopardy for the PS4, huh?
Yeah, I put a Twitter
I've heard those
poll
aren't
out.
terrible.
Well, it's Ubisoft, not the one it's made by it's not the ones made by originally THQ and then bought out by Nordic.
Yeah.
I've not played it yet because I only just got it. And big thing with it, the reason I wanted to get this, but not for $40, but $20 was a great price,
Yeah.
is online play.
Yeah, you can
'cause
play
a lot
some
of the old ones-
Wheel of
A lot of the
Fortune.
old ones didn't have online play, so that's why I put the Twitter poll out whether I should buy this for Xbox or PlayStation, and only one person voted,
Nice.
and then I made him buy it.
Nice.
So,
We'll see. On the
so if
stream.
anyone wants to play Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy with me, specifically Jeopardy because Wheel of Fortune is boring now.
Yeah, I love Jeopardy. I play Jeopardy on my Alexa every day, or a day.
Do you think? Do you know if I can go on Twitch and stream me ripping old VHSs from my parents' basement? I want to do that.
Yeah,
next
just
week.
IRL. There's no rules to IRL.
All right, that sounds good.
IRL?
I might do
Creative?
a Twitch. Well, because it's
Creative,
gonna
maybe?
be like old, like TV shows and stuff. So
I don't know. If you do like what I tried to do the other day, where I had the big thing of use your words in my screen, and then in the bottom corner, I was
Yeah.
basically just going to host use your words and let everyone else play. In the bottom
Wait.
corner, I had
yeah,
Persona 3.
TJ, I think I heard something weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
so
sounded
did
like a
I.
rumble. I don't know. Do you hear that?
It's earthquakey.
What is Oh, you know what? That's the ducks. We got it. We got Milkshake Duck of the Week, boys. So
Is it the one I'm
Milkshake
thinking of?
Milkshake Duck, for those who don't know what Milkshake Duck is, that is a public figure who is immediately beloved for something they've done, and then immediately turns out to be an awful person. So it's, I believe it was a tweet from, oh boy, I'm going to get this Twitter user wrong, and they deserve the credit for this. So they've added the parlance of our times. Oh, now I need you to vamp. I want you to guess what it is, TJ.
So, now first of all, oh, that's not it. But anyway, no, it's the kid who was bullied.
No, but that's a
not
good
gonna do
one.
that one?
We'll, you know what? We'll do our first one We'll have two. Who is
Okay.
Milkshake Duck here? Oh, come on. Come the fuck on, Know Your Meme. You don't even have the person who invented it. All right, here. Wait, there's a Wikipedia article for it. Ben Ward, Pixelated Boat. Twitter user,
There we go.
Ben
Yep.
Ward. So, yeah, the tweet goes, and we'll say the tweet, because this is the inaugural one. I know we talked about it in the past, but... where's the tweet? Give me the tweet. Give me the link to the tweet.
I've got
damn
it. I've got it.
What you say?
I'll read it. The whole internet loves Milkshake Duck, a lovely duck that drinks milkshakes. 5 seconds later, we regret to inform you the duck is racist.
Yes. So that's a good one. But let's talk. So that's I Stand with Keaton. Let's go over that one. Since TJ brought up, do you want to explain the standing with the Keaton that happened over the weekend? I was surprised at how quickly this milkshake ducked.
Yeah. This was insane to me because the whole like rise and fall happened without my knowledge.
It was a
so I just logged on to
meteoric
Twitter and I was like,
rise.
what the fuck?
But I thought the rise was like slow, gradual. It peaked really, really quickly before it dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was going over a couple days. There's this kid from Tennessee, I think near Knoxville, who was in a car. Someone was videotaping him, basically him talking about himself being bullied, but how he's trying to maintain a positive attitude about it. I didn't actually watch the video, but that's what I was getting from the majority of the thing. And there was a lot of uplifting stuff. There were like, even a college I used to work for is basically saying, hey, when you get to be of college age, there's a spot for you here.
Yeah.
I retweeted it.
It's literally we'll pay for your fucking college.
Not the whole thing, but there's a scholarship.
Some,
you know,
that's a pretty decent thing for nothing.
Exactly. And that was Tennessee Tech, where I used to work, because
for
it was
what,
pretty close.
For what turned out to be possibly something more sinister than what we originally saw.
Yeah. I don't know how, other than stuff with his mom, I don't know the specifics of how it flopped. I just know it flopped and flopped bad. So you'll have to fill in the blanks here, because I don't know the details.
Okay, so let's. Oh man, I gotta find like an article about this thing. Fucking Stand with Keaton, because there'll be a fucking.
The way I saw it was
Snopes.com. Here we go.
I saw Chris Evans tweeted at him to like invite him to a premiere, and I was touched.
Yep.
I was very touched. But then I kept reading, and I was like, "Oh, this celebrity's offering him something. This celebrity's offering. This celebrity. This is getting out of hand. This is a little bit. This is weird. This is bad. This is gonna go bad. It's gonna go real bad."
So yeah, I think this is part of why the internet is the worst thing, because people like reactionarily will jump on shit like this and just like try and project their own like insecurities or their own experiences, or like literally this kid crying about being bullied, which I mean it happens, man. That's shitty.
Yeah.
It is people just like talking or thinking about every time they've been bullied. And so we're talking about celebrities like Justin Bieber, Gal Gadot, LeBron James, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, asking they to be joining the red carpet for the fucking premiere of the next.
Yeah, they can't just
Avengers
offer
movie.
support. They have to be like, free trip out to
Outdoing each
California,
other.
free college
Yes,
tuition.
This is a brand thing. And it's all from a good place, but it's also not from a good place. This is literally reminds me of the Mr. Show sketch where one of the characters was talking about how he was, I do all these charities, and actually I read comic strips for a blind guy, and then he's reading these comic strips for this blind guy over the phone. The guy's just like, okay, whatever, like, get the fuck off the phone, I have shit to do. Like, this is for you more than it is for me, because it's making you feel good, and you can brag about it to your friends. So a third-party GoFundMe page for Keaton's family quickly raised over $56,000 before it was closed for donations. Now, this happens a lot with these things because they blow up so quickly, is a lot of times people will set up a GoFundMe page that is not in any way related to the family, and people just fucking just like, yeah, here's $10. Yeah, here you go. You get millions of people doing that, and you suddenly have fucking thousands of dollars that you've got. So December 11, 2017, initially a feel-good story of support for a bullied child veered into controversy. A purported screenshot of Keaton's mother's Facebook page began circulating, apparently showing family members posing, including Keaton himself, with a Confederate flag, saying, I stand for the flag, and all that not. Internet users quickly responded, likening this is the mother of the child, Facebook post to bullying aimed at black people. This says, Dear Butthurt Americans, If you aren't bleeding, no bones are sticking out, you can breathe. Stop crying. For the love. Some folks clearly never picked a switch, which is hilarious. So this person probably has hit her child. And before you all start talking to me about the metaphorical, emotional, financial, or historical blood and brokenness, don't. Join a group. Hashtag y'all need some porch therapy. I don't know what that is. Hashtag coffee with Jesus. I don't know what that means. Hashtag something. Hashtag fine. Some bad hashtags here. So, yeah, the kid is... Jones later confirmed this in an interview with CBS that the photographs were authentic, but I'm not racist.
No, of course not.
They're the only photos.
The Confederacy was totally about states' rights. It's nothing to do with that whole slavery thing.
The only 2 photos on my entire planet were that I am even anywhere near a Confederate flag. It was ironic. It was funny. I was just carrying a Nazi flag because it was funny. It was a joke. You can't take a joke. PC people can't take a joke. No, absolutely not. I've spent most of my life being bullied and judged, which is funny because you have these. And this is majority black Twitter kind of came to this, was like, maybe this kid was saying racist things to these kids and they're bullying him back. You know what I mean? Like, how can you tell this mom looks like a bully?
Well, and these people that are like the people that are obsessed with the Confederate flag, they have this huge persecution complex. So if somebody tells them to take their racist flag down, they're like, "Oh, I'm being bullied. I know how it feels to be bullied because I'm being bullied."
Yeah, I mean that also cuts both ways too, because I mean, like this kid probably has nothing to do with any of this shit.
Yeah.
like seriously, because there is very little about this on the Snopes page, because this happened like recently. This is 3 days ago. So yeah, and now there's a recent person mentioning that the Instagram account that had those photos from it was not her mom. Her Instagram's private. The GoFundMe's aren't by any of us. So that $57,000 was donated is not anyone related. Those who know me and my family know we aren't racist. My brother doesn't say the N-word. Please leave him alone. We aren't verified. Yeah,
that's the other thing.
People.
There started. I don't know if they were rumors or what, but that he was like, he got bullied because he was saying like racist slurs and stuff, and it's just like the internet is just the worst place. Yeah, and this is all because I blame all the celebrities and stuff that were trying to latch onto this for publicity. They skyrocketed this kid to internet fame and probably ruined his winter.
Well, and the worst part about this is the mom did the video of this and she's going to post it. You know what I mean? This is like kind of the same shit where like you got moms videotaping their kids after they got gassed for getting their wisdom teeth taken out. Like they're doing this to try and get a viral reaction. You know what I mean? Like this is
like this
kid was having a moment. This kid was having a really bad moment. And rather than being like, okay, kid, I'm here for you. Like, tell me everything. Like, let's talk it out. She was like, whoa, stop. Let me get my camera out. I'm going to videotape
so many
you.
likes, so many retweets.
So anyway, here's what the GoFundMe was created by him. Joseph Lamb said he created it for the family. Anyway, I love that. It's like, I'm doing this for them. Don't worry. I'm going to give them the money. And the family's like, we don't even know who this person is. We've never heard about it. As many of you know, I pause the donations as well as the comments. As I sit back and read these comments and watch the video again, I have to feel like I make this update. This is not about the mom. However, passing judgment on her. By the way, also, if you're going to give money, it's going to the mom because the kid's under 18.
Why does he need money for being bullied?
I know.
None of it makes sense.
Judgment on her before you know her is a form of bullying. What was good were like the celebrities saying, hey, kid, it sucks that you got bullied, but you're cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's good. Like having a celebrity saying.
This kid, like, it's just totally misguided to be like, oh, you're experiencing emotional pain? Here's financial gifts. That'll fix it, right? It's just like he doesn't need money and red carpet premieres and stuff. He needs somebody to comfort him.
Yeah, just say, hey, like, like having like Chris Evans being like, hey, kid, I was bullied when I was in grade school too, and all those kids suck now, and I'm a movie star. So just keep your head high.
Yeah,
man.
he was
like,
Ramona Flowers' ex-boyfriend.
Yeah,
So,
one of the best ones.
That's the best thing he's done.
Oh yeah.
I love that character. God, that movie's good. Anyway,
I don't know. I like Brandon Ruth too.
yeah, they're all great. Okay, so here we go. This is so great. This is not about the mom. This is the writer of the GoFundMe page. However, passing judgment on her before you know her is a form of bullying. Condemnation before evaluation is the ultimate form of ignorance. I don't know if this is bullying as much as it is being ignorant. I can't even say for sure if anything that was being said is true. I don't know the family personally, although I did set up a GoFundMe page that has thousands of dollars on it. What the fuck? And I've never claimed to have known them. Like, this is the most insane shit. Like, I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page for this family. I don't know them. I've never talked to them. I don't claim to know them. Like, what the fuck? This is a person trying to make a fucking buck. We have to be a voice for the voiceless. Yes, because this kid who has a viral internet video is voiceless.
The internet's just the worst.
Yeah. It is. Like, don't...
I'm glad a Jeep Pie is killing it. We can't handle the internet.
Yeah, we don't deserve the internet, basically.
We don't deserve this.
No, can I talk about the real milkshake duck that I had prepared for this? Although the other one's way better than this one.
Go ahead.
So do you remember the Game Awards last week? We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember
yes.
who won the trending gamer?
No. Because that one doesn't matter.
Dr. Disrespect, the PUBG
Oh,
streamer.
yeah. Okay.
He is, Dr. Disrespect, and somebody on Twitter, I don't remember who it was on my Twitter, just said, all right, how long until this guy gets milkshake ducked? Countdown to the milkshake ducking of Dr. Disrespect. Well, it's happened immediately. It's been like 4 days. Well, it's been 1 week, basically. So he had a fucking I'm gonna get real stream where he talks to his audience, saying, I'm gonna take off some time to focus on my stupid fucking mistakes, he said, visibly in tears, which was a little bit out of character. I'm gonna take time off and focus on my family. He admitted to being unfaithful to his wife. So boom ba-doom boom. The guy who acts like a terrible asshole and playing PUBG, turned out he was fucking cheating on his wife and his family. So, this guy beat
is that enough
a man
to qualify as
who doesn't
milkshake
have
duck,
an
though?
arm and speedruns games as the trending gamer. Sorry, what?
It's just, I feel like in today's climate, cheating with a consensual partner is fairly low on the milkshake duck list.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
saying it's not bad, but it's...
What I'm saying is, it's just interesting because, like, I won trending gamer, and then immediately he's like, I'm going to step away from streaming for a while. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, wow. So, milkshake ducked very quickly. Of course, not on the level of being horribly racist, but that's it. I think the Keaton thing was a much better thing to
horribly
bring up.
racist too. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not going to know.
Because,
anyway,
I learned from that random GoFundMe creator that we shouldn't judge people that we don't know, no matter how much evidence there is.
All right, guys, I came up with a new crowdfunding platform. Would you like to hear? So you just said, the way you said GoFundMe is I misheard you as GILF Fund Me.
GILF Fund Me?
Yeah, so it's like
it's a bunch of GILF.
It's grandmother cam girls.
They all have just a
GILF
load of
Fund
money.
Me. Yeah.
They women generally live longer than men, so they have double the money.
No, they need double the money. That's why they have to be funded.
No, I thought the GILFs were funding us.
Oh, no. These are
GILFs
cam
fund
girls.
me. GILFs fund me.
Okay, GILFs fund me. Okay,
Yes.
so you do things for GILFs.
Yes,
so you're like
sugar grandmas.
Got it, sugar grannies.
Sugar grandmas.
There's the episode title, boys. Oh, sometimes they come so naturally that I just gotta... And sometimes the sugar granny will ask you to come so naturally.
Oh, boy.
Hey, they
That
needed
was
to.
crunk.
That was
That was
Uh,
off the heezy fo sheezy.
Oh man, sugar grannies
I won't
is
say that.
great. That's a great term. There has to be a real innocent thing
Wait,
about that.
isn't sugar grannies like a candy?
No, that's sugar daddy.
Sugar daddies. There should be sugar grannies.
But like sugar grannies is
It's
totally
it's hard like a now and later.
that's totally like a Disney Channel
Oh no.
like
Oh no.
thing.
Oh,
no,
no.
Why did I search that?
I found an article on sugardaddy.org.
No. Okay, no. You're perverting this. I want to say
Sugar daddies,
grannies.
sugar mommies,
Stop.
now sugar grannies.
Sugar
Relationships
grannies.
with age gaps can often give people a lot to talk about. An octogenarian with a 20-something blonde on his arm often
Don't-
turns heads. More so
don't
when the
Bing
sexes
search
are
sugar granny.
reversed.
Oh God, I haven't searched.
Yep, I know.
Oh, it's
They're-
not that bad.
I don't know. They're blurred on the main page for Bing. Let's see. Nope, some of those are pretty bad.
I don't see
This
anything
is,
on
this
here.
has to be not.
You're googling. You need a Bing search.
No.
Was
I
Safe
got
search
safe
off.
search. I got safe search off, baby.
Are you
So
googling
the
or
last
Binging?
paragraph on this sugar grannies article is
It's just one
I
person.
never thought in a million years
The same
I'd
one
be
person for all the
72
pictures.
and pregnant and in love with my grandson. I make no apologies, and I believe God's given me a second chance. So this has to be a parody site, right? Right?
Sure.
For the love of God.
Can we talk about? I wanted to say that the sugar grannies is probably like a real innocent thing that's on like a Disney Channel, like cartoon or something where they're like they're trying to be like funny, like sugar grannies or like sugar daddies, but like the sugar granny is like, oh, I dress up in my sailor suit when I see grandma because she'll give me candy then, like, or I sing my ABC song to grandma and she gives me a toy. Like she's my sugar granny. Like I see a totally innocent version of this existing, but also it's horribly not innocent because the internet exists, as does Rule 34.
Oh my. Okay.
I see
I found
Matt's
it. I
eyes
found
lit up like dinner
something.
plates when he saw something on the internet.
I'm going to put a link in the doc to a YouTube
No, put it in
video.
the Discord, please. Throw it in the Discord without any explanation.
Why is there a YouTube? Why is it a YouTube?
Or you can throw it in the Discord general discussion or the Bytecast discussion.
Podcast discussion. Yeah.
Either one. I'm
loading.
awaiting it.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
The
you're still
general-
loading. I shouldn't have done that. You should have done it the other way. I
I'm
didn't realize it would
nervous.
take you so long.
I already. Oh, it's in
Sugar
general.
Granny trailer.
What?
Mhm.
Okay.
What is this?
All right. Oh, is this a porno?
On YouTube.
Don't
So it
know.
can't
That's
be.
what I thought, but then there started being puppets, and now I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, it starts off.
Oh, wait,
In a
so it's like
bad
a
way.
puppet grandmother that he bangs? This is a fetish somewhere. What is sex with puppets called?
Puppetophilia.
This is the questions that I ask to myself that make me question all of my life decisions.
Well, you look that up. I'm gonna go take.
Here we go.
Right.
It's got a name. Agalmatophilia. Agalmatophilia, which is sexual attraction to statue, doll, or mannequin. So, boom. You're into them ventriloquism dolls. You've got that. That's our new word of the week. TJ's still here, but Matt's peeing.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. So, what was it called?
Agalmatophilia. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a really long word.
Onomatopoeia.
Let's see if Google can fucking translate that horrible Elgatomophilia.
Algato. A-L.
No, I'm joking. Sex with puppets fetish. Agalmophilia. Agalmatophilia. There it is. Because it sounds like the word you want it to be like amalgamophilia, like an amalgam, which I think it must be where it's from, but it's called agalmatophilia. Anyway, so that's it. Agalmatophilia became a subject of clinical study with the publication of Richard von Krafft-Ebing's Psychopathia Sexualis. He recorded an 1877 case of a gardener falling in love with the statue of the Venus de Milo and being discovered attempting coitus with it. Ew! There was a dude trying to fuck a statue in a garden.
All right,
That happened.
let me turn on my speakers.
So this is like the 4chan where people are fucking like jizzing all over like anime dolls.
Agalmatophilia.
Yep.
Thank you, YouTube.
Oh, and this is going into like real dolls.
Yep.
Information about real dolls. What are real dolls like nowadays? How much
I
is a
think
real doll?
they're
Real
getting
doll
better.
cost.
I'm in private, so let me find out.
Oh God! Don't look up real dolls on without safe search on.
Exactly.
No.
That's in private.
I mean,
Or
obviously, Jesus. I mean, I guess you got to know what the goods look like if that's what you're buying.
Not
Some
an
of the-
American Girl doll.
That's a different thing.
Now, there are some real doll babies that I'm seeing here that are very disgusting looking.
From $750 to
What the
$10,000,
real
depending
doll
on the
baby?
size
What?
and customization.
Well, they're like so truly real, like infant doll for like your kid.
Oh,
But it's, like,
those
in the
are for
same,
people
like-
that like have lost a kid or something.
I know, but it's like so like weird because it's in the same like search as real dolls. Because it's real and doll.
Do you want to know some of the ranges for the different types? 'Cause
Yeah.
There's many types.
Okay.
All right, the
There's
semi-inflatable is
some
going to vary
uncanny
between about
valley
200
shit
to
going on.
Yep. The semi-inflatable is between about $200 to $300. A solid doll is going to be between $500 and $700.
Okay, this is not bad.
Silicone dolls are between $750 and $10,000.
Okay, 10,000 is a bit high.
TPE dolls, which is another set of polymer with silicone-like features, this is going to range between $500 and $2,000. Yep, that's basically it. Apparently, the TPE doll is definitely the preference for boob lovers.
Well, you know where I'm at.
Yep. Where can we find that? Join our Patreon so we could buy.
I found a
real
pretty good
doll.
article here.
You posted a picture on Discord.
What? There's nothing sexual in that image. It's cropped tastefully.
And he's gonna wash her, so it's fine.
I want to, because there's a Daily Mail article added to this. Married Japanese man claims finally love sex doll, which he takes shopping. They go on romantic days out and even bathes her. She's in a wheel. He drives around in a wheelchair. Only
Like
in
Lars and
Japan,
the real
folks.
Lars and the
this,
real girl.
This episode's gonna be in the top 25.
Oh, this is fucked up.
I'm gonna. I'm sorry, people that are on our Discord. I'm gonna actually put the article that goes with that image just for the clarity. Okay. All right. Let's get off this subject. Let's find something else.
Yes, please. Jesus,
Yes,
fuck.
please and thank you.
Oh, Matt, you haven't talked in a while. You do
Yeah,
something.
Matt. What about your VR times?
I played Fallout VR.
It's out. I heard it's
It is
interesting
It's
because it works as you would want VR to work, right?
it does kind of.
Yeah, like it goes for it.
It's the whole game in VR.
Yeah, exactly.
Something tells me that I would use VATS a lot that way, because no way I'd want to keep it
Yeah.
in first person.
Yeah, so when you use VATS, it goes like slow motion, and then wherever you're aiming the gun, it will highlight specific body parts. So it's, I don't know, the controls are a little bit wonky just because it's like an adaptation. I feel like compared to games that are developed specifically for VR, it's way behind. Specifically,
Reminds me.
like the Pip-Boy like menu system is really difficult to deal with. But I'm enjoying being in that world and playing with dog meat and completely ignoring Preston Garvey and just kind of chilling, killing stuff.
That reminds me, I actually got the motion controllers. I should try Skyrim with them.
Yeah.
Do
it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm on the
Real Doll site?
secure.realdoll.com. I'm customizing my real doll here. I'm picking the options I want. Let's see here. Which face option do I want? These, I want to say the Real Doll 2, which is the newest one, are fucking creepy Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, they are.
Like, really close to looking like people.
I don't mind.
Let's see here. We can get different lip colors, different skin. Let me get mine the one that I want. All right, so we got. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Japanese face just because the first option, and it seems like the most likely option for purchase. No, let's go Quinn. She's a redhead. I'm all in. No,
All in for Quinn.
We'll go with Natalie. She's redhead. We got different body types here depending on your what do you want for your measurements. Oh, this one seems like the best one because it has gel implants in buttocks and breasts, which, so you know, that's the curviest. So let's get all that badonkadonk in there. I'm gonna see what my price is when we get here. Let's go with medium skin. You know, or that. Well, I like a good red lip color, of course. Let's get red lipstick, red toenail and fingernails. What eye color do I want? Do I want a brown eye girl? Hazel?
I think you want green.
Ooh! Additional $50 for additional high realism eyes. Let's go with espresso. Eye upgrades. Okay. Let's get that upgrade. Veins select option. 25 extra dollars. Hand painted acrylic eyes are. Oh, this is the most expensive. I want that one.
There's somebody in the factory hand painting eyes for real dolls.
I'd like hand punched eyebrows. That seems like the most expensive. Photo of style must be provided by customer. So if you want to have your own specific eyebrows, you can do that. Let's get the smoky eye, heavy eyeliner style. We'll do gray with smoky eye. I don't care about this. Custom makeup. Nah, let's go with the default hair color. Obviously the red. Hairstyle. Ooh. Let's get the longest. That's the most expensive. Okay, now we're into the brass tacks, boys. Vaginal attachment style.
What the fuck does that mean?
Removable or permanent? Well, do I want to be able to swap out vages?
Well, I think you want to be able to
also
clean it at least, I would assume.
Yeah, well, you can clean it if it's not out.
I don't know. I always have to take my vagina out to clean it, so.
Oh, so it's an insert. So it's what, like, pops out of the bottom. You can have it.
It's like a fleshlight.
Yeah, basically. Like, literally. I mean, it's exactly what it is. Well, let's go with style E, because I don't want to look at these anymore. You can get multiple extra inserts. Wow! An extra insert is $250, and I'm pretty sure fleshlight is not because. Oh, guys! Optional extras. Elf ears? No elf ears, or add elf ears?
Did they have an option for blue skin?
$350.
Add
piercings,
elf ears,
no.
blue skin, and a tail.
Let's do custom freckles face only. 1 cup size larger breasts, only $850 more. I think the one I chose was double D's.
How can you not go for that deal?
It double D's though. I'm already bountiful here. Custom nipples. For information and photos, click here. This is so like.
So is this like?
This is so beyond like clinical at this point. Like,
well,
what do I want?
All this custom stuff that they require pictures for, is this like if you want to recreate your favorite porn star or something? Like, this is what the nipples need to look like.
All right, let's go with pubic hair option. The carpet will match the drapes. We'll go with you have full, trimmed, or natural.
What's the difference between full and natural?
Dear God, the options. No wonder this is so like huge. Like we've gotten to Real Doll 2 optional transgender converter. It's
Yeah,
insert
people.
to make it a man. You swap out the vag for a.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's just like, it's like a. Okay.
Okay, I want the
Missionary.
stand Club Real Doll access. $60 for a year of access. I don't know what that is. VIP membership in the message boards. Guys, I kind of want to go on their message boards just to see what the world is like. All right, I'm going to hit purchase this item. Let's see what my package... All right, here we go. My package... Oh,
2,300.
6,159.
All right, let's go fund me.
Yeah, go fund me, please.
Yeah, set up
So
a
we'll
GoFundMe real quick.
We'll pass her around. I need someone to get in the carpool lane.
No, I don't.
You
I
want
don't
sloppy
want-
seconds?
I don't
I can
want.
cry into a video and we'll get a GoFundMe going.
There's a Wicked Real Doll. Oh, the Wicked Real Dolls are based on Wicked brand porn stars, which is the creepiest.
Oh,
you
is
can
that what that
imagine.
was? Because I saw those and I couldn't figure out
Yeah.
what that difference.
So they're
was.
pre-configured to be. Oh, you know what? But I don't even need to like configure. I can just go with the Real Doll, and I can go with give me a pre-configure. Just give me one you came up with, like Kaori configure one, the very first one, 5,000. Like I don't need to come with all this fucking shit. Like Tanya's good enough for me. Holy God. Oh, it's so weird. What a weird thing. So that's the word of the week. Agalmatophilia, which is the sexual attraction to a statue, doll, or mannequin.
Now, is
Like
that
the movie Mannequin.
is there a separate word for falling in love with an inanimate mannequin?
It's called Lars and the Real Girl.
Okay.
But actually, there's a bunch of really good documentaries about Real Girl like owners that are interesting. Like there was one that I saw that was really interesting because like they like have a relationship, like it's like a wife. They like wheelchairs around. So
Not really.
anyway,
So it's like, if you want a relationship, but you don't have to actually treat your partner like a human, here's
So,
a doll
Matt,
for you.
I cut you off with your Fallout 4 VR. What on the scale of 0 to vomit train is it at?
I haven't had motion sickness at all, but I'm pretty used to
You're
VR stuff.
so TJ would die probably.
I don't
A
know.
lot of the other
There's
stuff I was fine with.
there's
Your PSVR though made you sick. You said.
Just that game.
Oh, just
Just
Skyrim.
the one game. Yeah.
you can do free move and you have like the vignette things that go on the eyes, but you can also just switch it to a teleportation movement mode, which is actually better because the free move seems kind of slow unless if you're sprinting. Yeah, it's kind of like visually it's not great. I think they're gonna work on optimizing making stuff look sharper because it's difficult to shoot stuff that's far away because it's all a little bit blurry. But I think that's a bug they're conscious of and they're working on. And it's real
Yeah.
neat, and I want to live there forever.
Can we talk about Matt? Can you talk about as our local Jack Conti enthusiasts? Can you talk about Patreon?
Yes.
We talked about this last week a little bit.
Yeah. So basically,
I was confused. I didn't realize that they were passing those costs to the people pledging.
yeah.
Yes.
So what
I thought they were just
the
gonna be
transaction
lower
fees and stuff
pledges.
were being paid by the creators, and they passed it on to being paid by the funders, and
Yes.
that caused a big shit fit, and it caused a run on the bank, and a bunch of
A lot of people left Patreons, and it with good reason, because if you're donating $1 to something, and then you're gonna actually have to pay $1.38 with the taxes.
I don't know.
And
Yeah, I
fees.
guess I don't. It didn't seem like a big deal to me, but
Well,
I also am really bad with money, so I don't really know where my money goes.
But imagine if you're someone who's like, I like all of these podcasts, these small time podcasts that I listen to. This is kind of the way I am, where I have like multiple single dollar donations going to multiple websites because I want to contribute. I want to just be, give away. And so that would rack up for me. You know what I mean? Like maybe I should just give
sense.
5 to one thing, which is annoying.
And if I'm
because
thinking
I want
of it like
spread it around.
if I was actually like doing Patreon stuff frequently and I was thinking of, do I want to pay those fees or do I want my patrons to pay those fees? I'd be like, no, I'll take care of it. It's fine. But they reversed course on that. They said, we fucked up. We're not going to do that anymore. And they also sent out an email with the tool for people that have canceled their pledges to resubscribe easily. So sounds like they're doing everything right, so I can still have Jack Conte as a hero.
You know what? I like it though, because you know what? They fucked up. They thought this was a good solution. Everyone hated it. And rather than being the FCC chairman and looking at the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people yelling at how terrible this is, they're like, you know what? Let's go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
so that's good for them.
It just speaks to what kind of platform it is. Because if you're someone like Facebook and you're a platform that everyone's using for free, you can do top-down stuff. You can just make decrees that, like, this is the change. You're going to deal with it, and you'll get used to it. But when you're Patreon and you not only do creators completely rely on you for their living, but you're also relying on them because nobody's going to be on the platform if the creators leave. It's got to be a little bit more of a back and forth thing when they make a big decision. So hopefully in the future they'll float ideas and ask for input on a larger scale without just saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. Get ready.
Yeah. It's kind of shitty. Obviously they had to change something and they did it and everything kind of blew up and they did it though. They fixed it. They're like, we're done. We're going back. I'm sure they'll figure out a better way to roll this out next year. So I don't know. I want to plug the website allyouranime.net. I'm a Patreon subscriber for them. They have 2 patrons and they do 1 billion anime reviews. And they're good and interesting. If you want to know what anime to watch, you can go to their website and read it. And be like, I want to check something out. I found some cool shows from them. So that's pretty neat. Just people are really dedicated. So I don't know. I like the small Patreons and helping out. Can I talk about a tool that's pretty neat? It's called
before you do that, can I
Labs.
just correct you real quick?
Sure.
They have 3 patrons.
Oh. Anyway. So there's a thing called mapbox.com/lab/net neutrality. It'll be in the Discord. If you're not on Discord, you can find it on the website. Or it'll be on the website for this article called just on the bornintheeighties.net. You can find out this is net neutrality is gone. So you got problems with your ISP blocking your access, find another one. This map shows you how many internet service providers you have based on your address. I have 2 options where I live. So if my internet service provider wanted to be shitty, I really don't have much else to turn to. So that I think is the problem with giving ISPs powers, because there's literally no competition. I could go to DSL on TDS, which is shit in my area. Like, and there are areas in Madison. This is a city of 300,000 people. There are areas that have one provider, one network. Charter, that's it. That neighborhood has one provider. And so there is no competition. This is not healthy for consumers because consumers, like power companies, based on where their home is, have one option. It's insane. Like, it's just insanity to think that this is good. Because it would be fine if you could be like, well, I don't want to have Comcast. I'll move to Charter, except for that you can't because they have like regional lockout exclusivity in areas. So there's nothing you can do. There's no way to choose a different option. Like,
Yeah.
there's no competition. So there's no reason for them to be nice.
And hopefully we'll
It's
get
bullshit.
to a point soon where mobile internet is competitive with that.
It's getting there, especially in
It's
bigger
like
cities.
if
with
we
the
didn't do
coverage.
this podcast and stuff, like, and if I didn't have to play sweet video games on the internet, like, I would
Yeah.
be fine with just an iPad and like a cellular
4G.
data connection. Like if I was my
Yeah.
parents or something.
Because if you're in an area with good cell coverage and you got 4G, you can stream 1080 video,
Yeah.
Yep.
like with good coverage. So it's, it's coming to be the future, and that's a lot of the smaller countries that don't have a centralized internet are kind of running that way.
Yeah. Countries that came online later without the pre-existing infrastructure of like landlines and stuff, they're all about the mobile internet and they're way ahead of us in that respect.
Yep.
Because they were able to leapfrog that because they weren't they didn't have that crutch of the old technological infrastructure.
Correct. Yeah. So that's the world we live in. I got my CPAP. Matt,
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
I've had 2 nights.
Did you fill it with vape juice?
Yeah, I filled it with vape juice. I'm just straight vaping all night, baby. No, it's interesting. The technology on these CPAPs are insane at this point. I don't know, probably not when you got one. Mine has a 4G SIM card in it, so it is
No.
connected to the internet to send my sleep data to my doctor wirelessly.
Yeah. No, mine didn't have any of that shit.
It has like stats and stuff. They track me because if I don't use it enough, they won't pay for it. Basically, my
Really?
insurance. Yeah, I have to use it 4 hours a day on my insurance, or else. But I'm planning on just using it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get used to. I think that's something you don't like get you because like it shoots air into your mouth and your
Yeah.
nose.
So you have the
and-
full mouth mask?
No, I do not. I have a nose. I have a small
Oh, okay.
nose. It's the only small part of me. I guess.
Well, not the only one.
But anyway. Oh. Ouch.
Heyo.
But anyway, so I just have the thing that just goes over my nose. And it's not the nasal pillows, which are just basically they just shove up your nostrils. I don't have that because that was uncomfortable for me. Because when you
Yeah.
shift around, it's digging in inside your nose rather than when you shift around when you have it on your face, it moves a lot. But I got like a brand new mask. It fits really well. Like it doesn't seem to leak. There's a lot of moisture in the nose cup. So sometimes when I toss and turn, I drench my nose with liquid, which isn't great. But I'm sure I can figure out ways to
Nose
fix
liquid.
that. It's just condensation from the breathing. But this is something they don't tell you is it's kind of hard to breathe when you have one of these because it's not hard to breathe because your body, I think, instinctually tries to freak out because what it's doing
Yeah.
is blowing air into your throat, into your lungs. So it's pushing your airway open. But so when you try and exhale, it's harder than it normally is because usually to exhale, you literally do nothing and your muscles just automatically exhale for you. You know what I mean? So it's something you don't think of. So it makes you think about your breathing rather than not. And so the key to it, I've learned to fall asleep, is to try and not think about breathing. And because your body's going to do it. on its own. You don't have to think about breathing with a CPAP. It'll do it for you. Like, your body will breathe. Like, so it's taking some getting used to. It's not bad though. I've actually looked at my sleep tracking. It hasn't been stellar these first 2 nights, but I've slept like 6 hours, which is about what I was doing before, in about 7.5 hours. So I'm still up an hour and a half, but hopefully just due to not being used to it, and that will go
due
away.
to having a big thing on your face that you're not used to.
But I've heard. I mean, the only reason I got this is because my younger brother said it changed his life using a CPAP. Like, he feels like 100% more awake all the time, like just refreshed, like, because he just kind of felt groggy. And so I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. It's weird and kind of shitty that my sleeping routine for the rest of my life is going to include tubes, but it is what it is, you know. Unless I want to get that sweet ass surgery and get my voice lower.
Yeah, you should do that. It's real good. Did you know you can buy ether on Amazon.com?
I already have, now that you've said that.
So we can be old timey doctors. Maybe we can get leeches too.
I'm surprised you can buy ether on Amazon, but I guess. Isn't ether like super flammable?
Yeah, and
Probably.
pretty deadly.
Yeah. Just so you know, this is not for not for drug, human, animal, or food use.
It's for photographic applications.
Yeah. Don't huff it, please. But rather than do visit us on the internet. Matt, got the music.
Before we go,
Oh, TJ's got one thing.
I played one round of PUBG.
Yes, on the Xbone.
I ended top 20. I got 19th place my first playthrough.
How does it run on the Xbox?
A little wonky, but I don't know.
I've
if it's
heard not great.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's as wonky as the PC or whatnot, but it's a little wonky. But I can deal with it, and I spent a lot of time figuring out what the key bindings on the controller were.
This is what I've heard. I've heard that it is clearly not optimized for a gamepad because.
You want to use your item? It's the same button as switching your items, but you have to hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, figure that
Because
out.
you don't
that's
have the
bad.
keyboard. Yeah, you don't have the
Yep.
mouse to quickly switch between stuff. That's all. I mean, this is an early access game, correct? It's the
Yeah.
game preview program, so obviously they'll work on it. But it's very clear that they bare minimum ported this. Like,
Yeah.
all right,
They just
we'll
wanted to
fix
take
it.
advantage of the buzz while it was hot. They were like,
Yeah.
we need it out now.
Yeah. So, but it's exciting that you can at least experience the game, even if it's not perfect. Matt, we're gonna have to stream that next week sometime.
Yeah, we got to try that desert map.
New map.
They've added
New map.
vaulting. New map.
Vaulting, new map.
New map vaulting.
Yep. I like revaulting.
I like
Ew.
revolting.
Many people say I'm revaulting all the time. You can find me on the website, which is borninthe80s.net, or at twitter.com, John_danger. That's John without an H. That's me.
And you can find me at matthagmusic.com. And pretty much only there because Twitter's garbage.
It is garbage. I literally only
And
use it to
YouTube's
post
dying.
memes.
And we're all screwed. And the internet's over. The end.
Yep. You could find me inside Tor on the deep web.
On the Real Dolls site.
On the real
The
site.
secret one.
But more frequently, you can find me on Twitter. That's over at MayofMay84, or on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/MayofMay. Now that I've got Jeopardy, we'll be playing that online some as well as some Use Your Words, or both at the same time. I can get that to work.
Use your
but more
Jeopardy words.
importantly, exactly. Use your Jeopardy words. More importantly, on the website John mentioned, borninthe80s.net, click that link for the Discord. You can join us as well as 5 other fun friends to come out and hang with. In addition to that, if you feel like supporting us, even $1 would help. That's over at the Patreon, patreon.com/born in the 80s. Spell out the 80s, EIGHTIES. We have a subreddit now, too.
Yes.
You can look for that.
Yeah. This episode will be posted there when it publishes.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there
That's what
anything
I
there
heard.
besides Matt shilling out for his own website yet?
Hey, I found our subreddit. 5 best ways to get a girlfriend, says Matt. Go there. So anyway, yeah, we can put episodes up on there. I haven't done that. I put them up on Patreon, so Patreon people get an email about a new episode being out. But anyway, someone can
Goodbye,
subreddit post
Internet.
those. Good night,
Yep.
everyone.
Bye-bye.